So we're back to another Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Another one. It's serving as a sequel to the original 1974 classic. It's number 4 on Netflix's top 10 list. And it's retconning the whole entire original franchise, even the first sequel. But I was never a fan of anyway. The shift in tone and everything, and the comedy was just horrible, honestly. They did that because the original was so horrific to audiences everywhere because they weren't used to that type of shit back then, and honestly that's why we got the piece of shit too. But I know it has its fans, so if you like it, go for it. I was not one of them. But so we got the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel again, and I wasn't feeling it as soon as I heard it was going to be on Netflix, really, because I know what to expect from their horror section. But really, it wasn't half bad. I mean, it definitely could have been a lot better, but I mean, definitely had good kills for horror fans, and you can at least enjoy that and the practical effects in it. The cast, most of it was hit or miss, with having Sally Hardesty return, the survivor from the first film, but being replaced because because Marilyn Burns had passed away. But she did make a short little appearance in Texas Chainsaw 3D as one of the family members, which I thought was completely a waste of time and everything. Having her back, they should have just had her play her character, legacy character for that film. That would have been great. But instead, we got this other actress replacing her. And I don't know if it was the line she was given or just the lack of character development, but she was not very good. I mean, honestly, I felt bad for the actress because, given that she had a lot to live up to with Marilyn Burns' performance because she was so good in that original film. But yeah, it really just begs the question, why did they bother bringing her character back anyway if it wasn't going to be the original actress? Because that's the whole part of it, the ingredients that made it so great with, like Laurie Strode returning, with Jamie Lee Curtis and everything like that. But it is what it is. Her character is really wasted throughout, and didn't really serve any purpose to it. The actor that played Leatherface, taking Gunnar Hansen's role, honestly, he was okay. Same as the actor from 3D, he did his part. It was passable. Kind of missed opportunity of a horror film that Netflix has to add to the list. Like, there's not really much options on there. And I've had the same horror category for years. What they're done with Netflix, I prefer other streaming services that are free, like Tubi, Pluto, have better options than that, and they're free with ads. There's some blue lighting throughout with the credits and everything, and I get what they're going for, trying to make it different from the original, which is the lettering was red, so it has different contrasts, and the bus lighting and all, and then the end credits scene, which it reminds me of like a strip club. Honestly, it doesn't really fit with the Texas vibe. It was alright. I mean, it feels, again, a lot of it is wasted potential, and there's really not much story or character development, but you're not going to go into a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film looking for that anyway, because the first one didn't really have any either. But at least you felt for the character because you saw the fear in her eyes, literally, because they literally put the actress through hell in that film. It was undoubtedly shown in her performance. I kind of wish that the Sally character, they had done more with her, like at least give her a paragraph to work with, something. She just shows up and she's there to die. And I'm like, why? What'd you do that for, boy? Give it a shot if you haven't, if you're a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. I definitely seen better. It's not the worst in the franchise as a whole. The remakes in the beginning, I think, was a lot better than this, for sure. I wish it continued on from them too, with the tone and everything and the cinematography. Even though It Begins wasn't the best prequel, it was still better in terms of quality. And now y'all need to click down below. I got you sell some gifts, little Texas Chainsaw fan film I worked on a year ago or so, and it turned out pretty decent. You might actually enjoy it, so don't miss it. You hear?